Hi there, I am Nate Beachy with Horner Solutions, here with our chart recorder. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to configure your warnings and alarms. So here on my chart recorder, let's show you how to do that. On the right-hand side of the screen over here, you'll see the middle icon is actually a little alarm bell, which is currently grayed out. That's because nothing's happening that's alarm or warning worthy. But if you tap on that, you will get to the main enunciation of whatever's happening, the event record. Currently nothing's going on. There is a history up here to see what's going on in the past, so I could hit that and see what has happened in the past. Obviously there's some stuff that's going on in the past. If I escape from there and come back to my main menu here to where I can get to the configuration, there is an alarm configuration. Press enter. And here, none of the warnings or alarms are currently enabled. The terminology used here is warnings for low and high, and alarms for low and high. And these can be correlated to low and low and high settings in some cases if you're used to that terminology instead. Again, none of these are enabled right now, but I have a setting here for a warning of 4,000 psi and an alarm for 4,500 psi on my channel 1 psi right now. So I can edit those to whatever I need them to be. Let's say 3,800 instead. And then once I enable these warning and alarm points, this alert delay will take effect. In this case, 1,000 milliseconds is the default. So after 1 second of this being true, of it being over 3,800 or if it being over 4,500, the alarm or the warning will take place, or below zero in this case. But there is no below zero because if you remember from the previous video, I have this set up to never go below zero. In any case, once I enable this warning and enable this alarm, what will happen if I change my simulator here, I'll try to get it to over 3,800 but still below 4,500. There's my over 3,800. There was about a second delay before the warning became active. You see a single exclamation point on the yellow alarm bell over here that is currently flashing. And there's also a highlight around that signal that is yellow to indicate that this is the signal that has the alarm, the warning, happening right now. If I were to press this alarm icon from wherever I see it, again I get to the event record, and currently now no events currently, but there is an alarm warning, data 1 is high. If I tap on this, it's just a big list. I can get in here and I can acknowledge that warning. Now it has turned a different color. The alarm bell has stopped blinking because now there's nothing that hasn't been acknowledged at least. If it's blinking, there's something that hasn't been acknowledged yet. And then I would have to basically fix my warning, my condition that's making the warning happen, which is get my PSI down below 3,800 for that to go away completely off the event record. So if I turn that down to below 3,800, it's no longer active and my alarm bell turns back to gray. Now, what happens if I go way up, way above 4,500 even, is that the alarm will take precedence over the warning. Whether it's high or low, the alarms take precedence over warnings. So now I have a double icon, red flashing bell, as well as the red highlight around data 1 there. Same difference as far as the event record goes. Now I have an alarm data 1 high that I can also acknowledge the same way I did the warning. And that goes for any of the signals. Now, how this shows out on the main displays is if there is something going on, you still have the same alarm bell. Plus, each of the data points has its own little highlight of some sort. In this case, I've got a red surround on the pressure there. I've got a red bar graph for the pressure here. I've got another red bar graph and also the red surround there. And then finally for the gauges, I see the red surround around the data 1 data point there. And that's how the warnings and alarms work. Now, each of those events is logged to a file on the microSD card of the controller itself. And those events are available to download over FTP and be able to see what the history of those is after they have actually happened. And so that's the warnings and alarm configuration and operation on the Horner Solutions chart recorder. I'm going to make some more videos about how other stuff works. Until then, I'm Nate Beachy with Horner Solutions. Catch you in the next one.